welcome back to my channel. Today I have a special guest, my husband John. We wanted to talk about coronavirus because we both ended up getting coronavirus, and I'm on day 14 and John's on day
16.
I think it's 17.
17.
Yeah, he got it 3 days before I did. So I just wanted to talk about it because I wanted to just bring awareness, because I feel like me and John had completely different symptoms. Well, I feel like they were similar, but his were a lot stronger, and I feel like it'll just be really interesting for other people to know how different this virus is and how weird it was. Like, I'll have to say, I've been sicker. Like, I've been way sicker. I've felt sicker, but it was the weirdest sickness ever. So I thought it would be interesting to talk about it and talk about what happened to me and what we did to kind of get through it. So do you want to talk about what happened with you first? You got it. So today, like I said, today is day 14 for me and day 17 for John. So he got it, today is Sunday. I got it 2 Sundays ago. And then so John got it the Thursday before Sunday.
Friday.
No, you got it Thursday night. Yeah, because we went out to eat with Mads. Remember, we went and had, because we were going to go out on Friday with Talia and Lucas.
That's right. Oh, that's
my
right.
daughter.
That was Friday night.
No, we were going to go out Friday night.
Yeah.
But we went out Thursday with Mads.
Well, anyways, I got it and I started feeling, I think the first symptom was just body aches. I started feeling body aches and being really lethargic. My body, I could just feel my body was just exhausted. And when I mean, I'm old enough to know that when something like that happens, like feeling that lethargy and feeling the body aches, that something's coming on. And so
Yeah, you were like, I don't feel good. You're like, I'm gonna take a bath. Like, we had just come back from we went to eating ramen with our 15, well, she's 15 now, she just turned 15. And you were like, I need to go take a bath, I don't feel good. And I was just thinking like, oh, we love taking our baths. So I was just like, oh, he probably just wants to take a bath. And then he's like, I don't feel good. He's like in the bath, and you were telling me your symptoms. Like, you were saying you were tired and that you had headache, and you said you felt weird. You're like, I just feel weird. I'm like, maybe you have coronavirus.
yeah.
And you're like, no, I don't. And I was like, maybe you should get tested. And you remember, you were like, no.
I was like, no, this can't be. I said, maybe I'll just have like a quick, like 24-hour, or like, you know, sometimes you'll get that. Sometimes you'll have you just start feeling tired and it doesn't end up being anything. But then the next day, I remember like my throat kind of hurting, and then I started getting a sinus headache the next day, and so all this combined, I'm like, this is all symptoms of COVID, and like I need to get checked. So I went and got tested. I think I got tested that day, the next day. So
yeah,
I got tested on Friday, and then the next night, late Saturday evening, I got the positive test back.
It was sad too, because like we couldn't be together. Well, the first day I was like, oh, he's just sick. And then as he started getting worse, I started thinking like maybe he does have coronavirus. So I probably should separate from him. So he was like in the room by himself, and I couldn't see him. And so like when we saw each other, he like put his mask on, or if I went in there to talk to him, he had his mask on. Because we didn't know, but we thought like, oh, maybe we'll just, be safe. But it was sad because, like I said, I slept on the couch for like 3 nights, right? Was it 3 nights? And then, yeah.
But by then it was too late,
Yeah.
because we're.
But we kept the babies away because we didn't want them to get it. So, I don't think I've ever said how many kids we have, but I have 7 kids. So our oldest is, she's 20. She lives with us with her husband. And then our youngest, we have twins that are 3.5. So we had well, I guess I'm getting too far ahead because I didn't talk about the rest of your symptoms then when I started feeling sick.
What are the symptoms? Oh, I got a fever.
Yeah, you felt really warm. You were so warm.
2 or 3 days in a row.
Yeah, it was low grade though. It was like 100.
Yeah. What other symptoms did I get? I think that was about it. So the sinus headache, the fever, the body aches, the muscles. Like I don't know if I've felt that before, but the muscles feel like they were like tearing, and like I don't know what you call those, like muscle aches, but they were more than aches. It felt like the muscles were inflamed and they were like tearing apart. It was.
I just remember feeling so bad for him because I know, like, when he's not feeling good or anybody that I love in my family, I love to, like, cuddle them and, like, be with them and give them, like, love, and I, like, really couldn't. And so that was really hard for me. So on Sunday night, so it was from Thursday to Sunday, and then Sunday night I was laying on the couch and I was about to go to sleep, and I was like, man, my eyes, like, feel really, like, tired and, like, they're kind of achy. And I just thought, like, oh, I'm tired, I need to go to bed. Well, I was trying to go to sleep, and then all of a sudden, like, my muscles, like, and bones, like, everything hurt so bad. Like, I got, like, no sleep, I don't think. I was so uncomfortable. I was just hurting so bad. Like, when I heard people say that this gives you, like, muscle aches, I was just like, oh, like, regular flu. But it was, like, it literally hurt. Like, it hurt so bad, and my head hurt so bad. It felt like there was, like, someone, like, had a screwdriver in my head and was just, like, turning it. It just, like, hurt so bad, and I knew. Like, I just knew I had it. So I knew that I needed to just take precautions, like, if I had it. So.
And when you move your eyeballs around, it hurts.
Everything
like
hurt.
Behind
like,
it.
I just hurt. Everything hurt. I was so uncomfortable, and so, like I said, I just took precautions, like, if I had it, and then I quarantined with John, and Talia, my daughter, and my son-in-law took the babies, and I actually never even got tested. I know that I knew that I had it, so I just, like I said,
you just didn't want to be another statistic.
I didn't want to be on that thing, but I knew I had it. So Talia and Lucas made us breakfast that morning. It was Sunday morning.
Actually, they made us meals all
No,
day
Monday
long.
morning. But Monday morning they made us breakfast, and they made us, like, a quesadilla with avocado and, like, bacon and cheese and, like, sour cream. And I took a bite of it, and I was like, I thought the sour cream was mayonnaise at first because, like, I don't know, I just thought it was mayonnaise, and then I started thinking, like, oh man, is my taste, like, going? Because that is so weird. Everybody says you lose your taste and your smell, but, like, so quickly, that was so weird to me. And then you were fine though, right? Like, so it was like.
Well, I couldn't taste and smell.
No, I know, but on that day you were like, what? It tastes fine to me. But I think, remember, it took you about 5 days to lose your taste and smell, right? Did you lose your smell first or your taste?
I don't remember.
Well, I remember, so I was on day 3, and my food started tasting like not, I could taste it, but it was, like, real bland. Like, it wasn't, like, the normal taste. And I remember I was taking a bath, and I remember I went to smell my shampoo and conditioner. I couldn't smell it, and I was like, what the heck, no way. And then we were eating something, and I couldn't taste it anymore. And so from day 3, like, I think 3 or 4, I lost my taste and smell, and I'm on day 14, and I can, like, barely taste my food again. I'm probably, like, at 15% that I can taste, and I can't smell. Well, I'm probably, like, 5% smell. But it's, like, so sad. It's like, I love Christmas time. I love cooking and smelling, like, the candles and the tree, and I can't smell anything. I literally, like, put my face to the candles and my face to the Christmas tree and the wreaths, and I can't smell it. So that was weird for me. And that was another thing I knew for sure that I had it, because I lost my.
Well, what's weird is our level of taste and smell, like, fluctuates from day to day.
Comes and goes, yeah.
So some days I was, like, 50-60% of my taste back, but then another day it's like 20%. So it keeps going. You think you're getting better, and then it gets worse, and then it gets better. It just keeps flip-flopping back and forth.
Yeah, like, and some things you can taste better than others, right? Like, some things you're like, oh, I could taste this really well, and then you'll, like, be excited, and then you go to taste something else, and you're like, I can't taste it. So that's weird.
But a couple of things that you didn't get was you didn't get a cough.
I didn't.
You didn't get any fluid in your lungs like I did.
Didn't.
And I don't think you got a fever, did you?
I think I might have gotten, like, a mild fever, like, off and on, like, the first couple of days, but it wasn't anything. Like, I was never scared. I never thought, like, oh, I'm in trouble. I just didn't feel good. And even now, today's day 14, like, me and John went to, we went like on a drive yesterday, and I was like, I'm just like not feeling good. I was feeling perfectly fine all day, and then at night I was feeling bad again. So it's like, it's weird because I feel like when you have a sickness, you get like better, and you're like, oh, I'm better, I'm getting better. But with this, it's like, I'm better, and then I could out of nowhere feel weird, like my ears will hurt again, or my throat, or I'll just feel really tired and get a headache. So I just feel like it's been like the weirdest.
Mm-hmm. And we lost
sickness.
hair. Like,
Oh yeah, yes, we did. I didn't even think that was a thing. I was just like, I took a lot of baths. We took a lot of baths while we were sick, and when I washed my hair, it was like just coming out, like, and I was just thinking like, whoa, am I super stressed with this or what? And I read that you can lose your hair, and I lost so much of my hair. My hair's so thin now, and then you were like, me too. I lost so much of my hair, so that was a weird thing. I mean, I guess like compared to other people, I think you probably had it pretty moderate. I know I had it mild, but it was just like the weirdest thing, and I know I've heard a lot of people say that it takes like months, sometimes like, you know, well, I don't know how long it's been out for, what, supposedly like 10 months now, 8 months, 9 months, something like that, that some people aren't getting their taste back, and obviously it's killing people. And I even told John, like, I just feel like it's trying to take us out. I just feel like it's taking all of our energy. I was so tired, and I know if I was older, I'd have a harder time getting over it. So I wanted to do this video also too because I wanted to just like bring awareness, because I did wear masks. I'm not like, I wasn't a fan of wearing masks, but I just did it because I thought it was like, everybody was saying you had to, and I thought it is courteous because you don't know if you have it or not, and you don't want to infect other people, especially the elderly. But I was kind of just like, whatever, you know, I'll just do it. But now after having it, I really see the difference of like wearing your mask and why it's important. Even around here, around the house, when I wasn't in my room, when I would come out to see the babies, to say hi to them, I would wear a mask. I would actually like wear 2 masks because I was like so worried that the babies would get sick. So I know that masks suck, but I do see the importance of them as long as you keep them clean and you're not, you know, making yourself sick with all the germs that you leave in your masks. But I think that it's really important to wear them.
Yeah, it's made me want to wear masks more frequently than I had before, because of how this could affect other people. I mean, you could literally be the cause of someone dying.
Yeah.
And a big chain reaction from there on. So,
like,
yeah.
you want to be responsible, right? You don't want to be responsible for someone else being sick or dying, or, you know, it's just, and it was so hard to think that, yeah, we had to quarantine, and it was boring, and I was just over it. I was getting so antsy, but I do know that people are dying from this, so I felt like we were really lucky to be able to talk about it and be able to share our experience. And so if you have any questions, go ahead and ask in the description box below, and I guess that's it. I don't really think I have anything else.
Oh, one thing maybe we should talk about is, because I'm sure this happens in other households, but what, you know, when you have the both spouses that get it at the same time, we decided that we'd be fine to sleep in the same bed again, even though I had it, she had it, because I mean, based on the research that we did, it won't do anything, it won't do any more damage than if we both were, you know, sleeping in the same bed and hanging out, and so we, from day 3 on, I guess, when I had it, then we just started hanging out together, and I
never got his, like, he had a cough, and like we were saying, I didn't get a cough and the heaviness in my chest, but John did. He had that, and I know his body aches were more severe. I know he was hurting more than I was, and I didn't get his symptoms, you know what I mean? I didn't get the things you got, and we were together the whole time, so it's weird. It's a weird thing. So we wanted to also talk about the things that we did to help us feel better. Besides taking baths, we took baths, and then you took Motrin.
Yeah, we both took Motrin, and yeah, that really helped us with the body aches, with the muscle aches, with, I mean, it really almost
We
everything.
didn't take very much though. Cause it's, you know, like the 200 milligrams, and I would take like 1 or 2 just to kind of like get me through. I didn't want to like take a bunch of medicine, but that really helped. It really did help, and like that's all I took. I think the first day when I was having the severe body aches and headaches, I did take like a Tylenol that was like a 650 milligram, and that was the only time I took that. And every other time I just took Motrin and baths and slept as much as we could.
Because Motrin takes care of the fever, the aches, headaches.
Yeah, and I would get like headaches and earaches, and so I know that they were like inflamed, like my inner ear and stuff. Like my equilibrium was off, but when I took Motrin, it helped a lot. So it helped get rid of that. So,
Yeah.
but we also wanted to give like a huge shout out to Talia, my daughter, and Lucas, because they helped with the babies so much. They bathed them, they took care of them, they because they had to get tested too to like make sure before they went back to work. So they just hung out with the babies and took care of everything here. So
Yeah, they did a good job.
they did so good, and we're so blessed and lucky to have them. So thank you guys, we love you. If you guys have any questions, please leave a comment. I'll gladly respond to anything that you're asking, any questions you guys might have. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you guys are well, and I'll see you in my next video.